Suppose we have a function f with domain x and codomain y. So we saw before that the image, in some sense, goes forwards. So you start with elements in the domain x, and you apply the functions, and you get the elements in the domain y, and all the elements that you can get here is called the image. The preimage goes in the opposite direction. So the idea is that you take a subset of y, and you ask yourself, what are the points in X that end up in this set B here? So in other words, the preimage, which is denoted by this F with a -1 here, of a subset B of the codomain Y is going to be the set of all elements in the domain, so the x's in X, such that f of x is in B. And so let's look at an example. So suppose here we have our domain X, we have our codomain Y, and so once again, to keep it simple, let's use the same sets. So suppose we have this here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And suppose we have the same function as before. Now again, we can write this here as little x, f of x, and then when x is equal to a, f of a is equal to 2, x is equal to b, f of b is equal to 1, x is equal to c, f of c is equal to 2. And so now we can ask, what is the preimage of a subset? So let's do some examples here. So let's say that I choose the subset. So the subset has to be a subset of the codomain. So let's say that we choose, let me choose a color here. Let's say that B is equal to, let's say just the element 2 for now. So if we take B is equal to the element 2, if we color the element 2 on the right here of this table, and if we color him here, let's say, the preimage is the set of all the elements on the domain that map to that value. So in this case here, A maps to a red point, C maps to a red point, and that's it. So that means that the preimage, so this implies that the preimage of B is going to be the set A and C. If we did the preimage here, so imagine we did a different set here, let's say C, and we chose it to be 1 and 2, then in this case, we would be counting all the elements, because now 1 and 2 actually get everyone here. And so the preimage of this would be actually the whole set to A, B, and C, which is equal to X.